Yeah. So guys, it's yet another episode. It's yet another moment. We are about to go crazy once more. So welcome to this episode. That's all I have to say right now. Welcome to this episode, right? Yeah. And let me get the items ready. Let me get the stuff ready so that we can jump into development. Yeah. So what is up with you, man? It's fully active. Guys, what's popping? You know what's popping at my end? Coming live and building with you. That's what's popping. That's what's popping at my end. So if you're watching, don't forget to drop that like. That like. You got to like it. Yeah. You have to drop the like if you are watching, and also that follow if you are watching. Hmm. Yeah. Someone gave 3 likes and he ran away. Guy, come back. Come back here, brother. Yeah. Hilmatics, you are welcome. Yeah, so guys, we are back and we are active. We are crazily active right now. Yeah, it's good to have you on board. So, guys, we are crazily active right now, and we are about to. It's about that time again. Yeah, just like who normally says it's about that time again? I think Lyrical Joe. Yeah, Lyrical Joe. It's always like it's about that time again. So it's about that time again. We are here to build what we started yesterday. If you weren't here from day one, then please, this is a time for you to actually drop that follow and be part of this community, because over here we code, we have fun, and then what do we do again? What do we do? We do whatever we want to do. Antisocial, it's good to have you back on board. And Rashad, thank you for the follow. Guys, we've got our first follower for the day, so let me jump into the work because I was waiting for that. Yeah, so guys, welcome to this new episode 4 of our, what's the name of the app again? Styles. Yeah. Our Styles mobile app. We are back again, and we are about to go crazy. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe before you continue, right? And don't forget to drop that like. Check out the other videos and comment where you are watching from. Yeah, so guys, let's get to business and let's start cooking. Let me roll up my sleeve so that we can start cooking. Yeah, so let's begin. Yeah, so guys, what have we done so far? What have we done so far? I was going through some few things here. Yeah, that's what we always do. Guys, please don't forget to reshare. Yeah, if you're watching this, don't forget to reshare, because if you reshare, we're gonna have other people watching as well. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, we're gonna have other people that will turn up and watch. So drop that follow, reshare, and also check out the YouTube channel for other beautiful videos like this. It's only on this channel, all right, or it's only in my community that you have a software developer coding, having fun, and chatting with you, answering questions that no one is there to help you do. Yeah, so that is that, and what I'm going to do now is go back to the app, rerun it, see what we've done so far, and begin work. So I don't know if you remember what we said in episode 3 that we'll be doing in episode 4. Basically, we are going to do field validation in episode 4. So we are going to validate the field, which is we would be actually checking to see if these 3 fields have elements. If they have data, then we can make the button, all right, we can make the button active. so that the user can press it and use it to log into the app or create an account. So that is what we will be doing in this episode, and the login screens as well. Yeah. Yep, so guys, that's enough of the talk. Cypher Samuel, welcome to the house. Thank you very much for the follow. I love you. Yeah, so let's run our app and see what we have. Fully active, guys. We are active, man. We are active. Let's run our app, see what we got, and then we jump into business. Man. Yeah, so as you can see, we have our app running, and where are you running this? VS Code. Nah, this is Android Studio. Android Studio. So Cypher Samuel, we are running the app from Android Studio. Yeah, so we can get started. And yesterday, this is what we've done, right? So full name is Code with Setso, right? That's the full name, and then we can go to email, and then we would say CWS, which is Code with Setso at gmail.com, and then password is password. Now we can view or hide password. Yeah. So now what we are doing is that when this field, right, if we enter the first element, which is the full name, if we enter the password and if we enter the email and the password, then this button should become enabled, right, so that we can press it and then sign up the account. That is what we are doing. Yeah. So to get that, what we will do is go all the way to the top and create something called a form key, right? We would have to create a form key, and then we can use that particular key to check if the field has been active. Some few things have been done, else we just run away. Yeah, so we will go all the way to the top of the screen, and then we define, we will actually create a key. So final key, we can have something like final form key, like this, form key. I'm not saying funky, I'm saying form key. And then it's gonna be like, we would assign this global key. Hi, brother, sorry as for the specific time of your live in TikTok and every day. Yeah, so every day I come on live at it's mostly 8 p.m. right? 8 p.m. you should see me live. If I'm not live on at 8 p.m., then I will drop that particular notification in the WhatsApp channel to inform you guys of when I'm going to be alive. Did I say alive? Yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna die yet. Yeah, so I'll inform you of when I'm gonna be alive. No, Ghanaian time, GMT. 8 p.m. GMT, that will be like 9 p.m. in Nigeria, that will be 10 p.m. in Zambia, and that will be around is it 6 or something p.m. at US, I don't know. Yeah, but 8 p.m. GMT. Okay. Yeah, so 8 p.m. GMT. How about Tanzania? Yeah, I can tell. Just 8 p.m. GMT, then you can compare it 12 p.m. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, so guys, you can do the calculations and then have the actual time at your end. Yeah, so it's 8 p.m. in Ghana, and you can use that to determine what it's going to be in your country. 12 p.m. is actually good. 12 a.m. Damn, bro. Sorry, then for 12 a.m. and the rest, you guys can actually use the YouTube channel, right? you can use the YouTube channel, although it's going to be like a dead match, but it's still the same thing. It's going to be the new episode that will be recording, so you can make access of the YouTube channel because all the videos are in there, right? If you haven't subscribed, you can just go in there and subscribe now, so that every day we would have a new fresh video for you to take a look at. Yeah, so tech bro, welcome to the house. And Black Africa, nice to see you. Cypher, I see you too. Yeah, so guys, now we have global key, and we are gonna define I think a form key. Is it form key? No, we have a global key of something. Is it this? No, I don't think it's this. Really? I don't think it's this, right? So we have, is it global key? I think form key. Yeah, I'm forgetting the form key, right? Let me search this one. I know it's form key in Flutter, right? Let's see. So we assign it to something like we have to create a form key, right? And I think that is global key. Yeah, so create a form key with a global key. Yeah, so we normally do a form key is equal to a global key and a form state. Yeah, so global key, and then we'll be checking the form state like this. Yeah, so this is what we are gonna have. Now we only have to go to the form, and then we'll specify our form key as the key. So now we can have this as the form key. Yeah, then now for each input field, we are going to write a validation to make sure that the field is okay. You know, we are going to write a validation to validate the field and stuff like that. Yeah. So the build input field, we are going to take this and we'll do a little bit of validation in here, right? This is where we have our label, and then we can actually collapse all this so that we would have time to have a space to create our validator, right? So over here we have on field submitted, on tap outside, then we can we have decoration. I think we can have our validator, and then we would have something like value, right? And then we would have to do something. We'll return true if the validator is okay. So let's first say if value dot is empty, right? If value dot is empty, then we have to make sure the value is not null, right? So if value is not null, and value, okay, if the value is not null, then what do? We move on, right? We return I think so we can do this. We can say return is it gonna be false or true? Let's see. The bold type is in a type of string of the closest context, blah blah blah. Yeah, so what are we gonna do, guys? I think I'm kind of forgetting this particular form key. Let's do this. Yeah, so this is the validator. Yeah, so validator receive the text that the user has entered. So validator value, if value is null or value is empty, please enter some text and then return now. Yeah, so that is what we'll be returning. We'll be returning now. Yeah, so in here we can now do some few things. So we are saying if this value is not null, and this value is empty, right? And this value is empty, then what are we doing? We can actually return a text which would be saying field cannot be null, right? Or field is required. So field is required. So we can have something like this. Yeah, we can have something like this, which means when we are running the validator and we have this field as an empty field, we will just throw this particular text which will appear down here telling the user that, hey, this particular field is required. Yeah, that is what we would do, or that is what we have there. Yeah, so let's go. Can we start any app dev project from scratch to compilation? Any idea? Just a simple app with UI. Yeah, so that is what we're actually doing. That is what we're actually doing. Colin Mosha, that is what we are doing. Gafar, thank you very much for the follow. So Colin, that is what we are doing. And we actually have it's just a simple app like this. Yeah, it is just this simple app, and we have taken it from scratch. So we started from here, the setup and everything, and we are doing it in episodes. So we did episode 1, which was the setup. Episode 2, we use it to build the screens, and then episode 3 was the sign up screen. So this is episode 4, and we are just completing with the sign up stuff, which is the field validation. Then we can move on to the login screen. From there, then the other screens. Yeah, I hope that is okay. You can check all those episodes on the YouTube channel. They are available on the YouTube channel, so you should be able to check it from there. Yeah, what ID are you using, and do you teach using AI as well? Yeah, I am using Android Studio, and I don't teach with AI because I believe foundation is the most important part of this. So I don't use the AI for teaching. Every code, everything that we write is basically from scratch and hand coded. Yeah. So Eva, we don't do scratch. Yeah. Thank you. Guys, you can actually check out the channel for beautiful videos and stuff like this. And by the way, the channel is very young, right? Very young with so few subscribers. So if you like what we do, if you just want to support, please just check the YouTube channel, drop the subscription, and check out the other videos in there. We are now building the platform, the family, and everything. So yeah, it will be good to have you there. Psalm 23, thank you. Yeah, so guys, we have our validator, which is this, and this validator will actually make sure that the input field, which is this is not empty when we try to navigate to another screen. Yeah, and to enforce the validator, we would go to our button, right? So we'll go to the button, and then we'll make some few editings there, right? So what we are going to do is to check, right? So we can create a function. We can create a function to actually check if the input field, if all these fields is not empty, right? If all these fields is not empty, then we can show this particular button. Yeah. Yeah, so when we come to the button, what are we gonna do? I'm looking for the button, by the way. This is for Facebook. That is for Facebook. Kariri, thank you very much for the follow. That is for Facebook, and this is for or, and then this is for the create account button, right? So now we are doing some checks here. We are checking if disabled create button, but this is basically going to be another thing, right? This is going to be a function, a bool get function, which will basically be doing this, right? We would be using it to check if full name controller dot text dot is not empty, and email controller, we'll use it to check the email controller dot text dot is not empty, and password controller dot text dot is not empty. Yeah. Okay, sure. Please, for all the messages, I would reply you just after the live. Yeah, so we have all these fields, right? We have all these fields here, which we are using for the checks. So if our full name is not empty and the email is not empty, and then the password is not empty, then that means the page, right, is not disabled. Yeah, so if all of them is not empty, then what can we do is so is the disabled creation button, right? So what we will do here is to do this thing, then we move on. Yeah, so we are going to do is disabled creation button. So if all those elements, right, are not empty, then that becomes the opposite, which means if they are empty, then null else perform this particular action. That is what we have here. That is what we have here. Yeah. And then down here, we are also checking that it's disabled creation button. If it is the opposite, then make it enabled. So rerun, and now we would have something like this. And color, I think the color is supposed to be black. I don't know why it's primary 200 when it's supposed to be primary 900. So rerun the app, go here, and then we have this. So now what we are going to do is to do this, we are going to write something small. Right, we are going to write something small, which is the name. So code with Setso. Yeah, email, then we would say the cws at gmail.com, assuming that's the name, and then the password, we would have password. Yeah. So now we have this, and then let's do this and see. Yeah. So now this is what we have, right? This is what we have. But I think there is something we can actually do here. Let me rerun this and then let's see. What we would have to do is that we will have to write a little bit of state changing. So let's write this like this, and write this like this, and write this like this. Then you can see that the button is still not enabled, which means we are not resetting the state, or we are not restarting the state, right? So that is just what we would have to do. When we do that, then we should be good to go, right? We should be good to go. So what we are going to do is that we would be doing some field checks, right? We have on field submitted, on tab change, and then what we can do is on changed, right? So this is when the user is actually entering the text. This is when the user is entering the text, right? So we can have this value, and then we would do set state. I haven't tried this method, this particular idea that I want to use here. I haven't tried it before, but I just want to check something. Yeah, so we have this like this. Let me rerun and see what we are going to get. Let me rerun and see what we are going to get. So we have that, and we have this, and we have this. Okay. So we're going to copy this and give it to the password as well. I will get plenty money, I know. Yeah, so we'll give it to password as well, and now let's run this and see what we are going to get. Do this, enter some text, and enter some text. Now you can see that as soon as we enter the password, our field becomes enabled. If we close all this, it automatically becomes disabled. So that is how we do this, and that is how we get it working. Yeah, so it's just basically some checks, checking if the field is enabled or not. So let me explain the code for you. In episode 3, we talk about text editing controllers. So what we are doing is basically picking this controller, which is the full name controller, and we are checking if the text, all right, that is being entered into this controller is not empty. Yeah, if it's not empty, then we go to the next one, email. Then we check. Email too is not empty. Then we move on. Then we go to password. Then we check. Password is also not empty. And we are saying that if these 3 fields are not empty, then this particular is disabled button should become true, else false. Okay, Kama says, I have a question. All right, go ahead, Kama. What do you have? Jaskai, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah. What application are you using? Yeah, I am using Android Studio. I am using Android Studio with Flutter or that. I'm using Android Studio. Yeah, so guys, yeah, that is that. You can actually check out the other stuff that we have on here, which is the YouTube channel. Guys, the YouTube channel is very important. Just as the TikTok channel, the YouTube channel is very important. So when you get there, please check it for me. Bride Nutako, thank you for the follow. The YouTube channel. Yeah, so guys, we've gotten this. This button is okay. Now the next thing we want to do is actually write a check. Guys, thank you for the like. Cisco Pro, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so we are going to write this, right? Validation. We are going to write a validation for the email field. We are going to write a validation for the email field, which means that if it is not a particular email, it is not if it is not an email format, then we are going to throw this error, which is please enter valid email address, right? But to do that, we would have to go online because I don't have that particular validator for out of the box in my head. So I would have to go online and then write that. Yeah, so let me write at Gracia. Thank you for the follow. So let me write this email, valid email validator, right? So valid email validator in Flutter. Yeah, so there's actually no, let's pick something. What are we gonna use? Validator. So we have this. I don't want us to use a package which is for email validator. I wish we can actually have some other stuff that we would use, but there is a package that we can use, so why don't we use it? Let me use it. I haven't actually tried it before, but I think we can make use of it. So it says the most reliable way to implement a valid email validator in Flutter is by using the email validator package or a standard regular expression inside a text form field. Using the package is highly recommended because it accurately handles complex RFC compliant edge cases without complex quantum regex syntax. Yeah, so we are going to add the email validator package and make use of it. This is our first time adding a package, and to add a package, you open your console and you write Flutter pub, right? Flutter pub add, then the package name, which is email validator. Yeah, so we are gonna have this, and then let's add it. Email validator 3.0 is in there. Now I'm going to pick this validator and then make use of it, right? So the next thing I'm going to write is Flutter popcat to just refresh everything. Yeah, now we're good. So I'm going back to the field and then I'm going to write this. So I'll say if email validator dot validate value dot trim, right? Then what are we gonna do? We would return a string, which would be, we will return a string dot thank you for the follow, which will say please enter valid email address, right? So we would say return a string which will say please enter a valid email address, a valid email address, like this. Phew. So we are going to have this, which means that validate, this should return what? Return true or false, right? But this is going to check if it's not validated, right? Cora, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so we are checking if it is invalid, right? If it is a valid email, the validator gives true. So we have to make sure it is the opposite of the true, which is false. So if it's an invalid email, then say that please enter a valid email address. So let's rerun this and see what we are going to get. But let's see. Let's enter this, and then let's enter this, and then let's enter this, and then let's click yeah, so this is not a valid email, right? Why is this hidden? Why are you hidden? What language? Yeah, what language? This is Flutter. This is that. And Shaku, thank you for the reshare. Guys, why is our input, right? Why is our keypad still dark? I think we did something that I quite didn't realize. So let me rerun the app and see what we got. So do this and then do this and then do this. Yeah, so we have something that I think I can remember what I did. I think I can remember that. Yeah, this. Yeah, thank you very much, Bars. Amit Afar. Yeah, guys, if you're actually enjoying this, don't forget to check out the YouTube channel, because there is more in there for you to actually access and enjoy. Guys, why is this acting this way? Yeah, so I did this, and then you decided not to work. Amir, thank you very much for showing up. Yeah, I did that, and you refused to pick it. How can you tell me this story, guys? Guys, I really appreciate the likes. Why? Okay, let me enter a valid email and see. cws@gmail.com. Why is this not working? Now I'm getting kind of confused, because this was working and we just decided to go off and come back, and it's not anymore. So the question is why. We are checking if all these things are empty, right? If all this is empty, then give us true, right? Guys, thank you very much for the follow. We are saying if is disabled create button, right? Let's change this name. I don't even know why I use this name, because it's a crazy name. It's a crazy name. Let's change it to is valid input fields. Yeah, so we are checking if is valid input fields. That's what we are checking. Please, can you go over, because this is what I want to learn. The input field validation, we've actually done a lot. Okay, I would try to do that. I will try my best to do that. But yeah, if you quite don't get it fully, you can also check the YouTube channel for the beginning and then how I explained it from the start. Guys, this is supposed to show. I want this to display before we move on. Yeah, I want this to display. I don't know why it's actually giving that error. Guys, thank you for the follow. I don't know why it's giving that error. If I should take this off, yeah, let me take this off and see what we are gonna get. Legging. Legging. Thank you for the follow. Guys, the YouTube channel, don't forget to check it out. There are a lot of videos in there, and when you get there, you're gonna like it. So please check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Why? Why is the field behaving like this? Guys, why is the field behaving like this? Yeah, we are checking. It's valid input fields. Once we are entering the data, we are automatically doing the check, which is this, right? And in here, we are doing the same check whilst we are entering the data. Reply, thank you for the follow. Yeah, guys, we are doing that check. So why then are we having an issue? And it's actually worked on the first check. When we did the first test, it really worked. So why then are we having an error? Where from the issue? Track, thank you. Frank, thank you for the follow. Guys, why are we having an issue now? Because I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't. Seriously. I'm not expecting us to actually waste time on this particular section of the app. You get it? I wasn't expecting us to waste time on this. It was working all right until we decided to add a package. Now we are in trouble. So on pressed, if it is not valid input field, then return null. Else, return OK. And then we go to color. If it is not valid input fields, then do this, else 900. That is exactly what we are doing. So let me run this and let's confirm. Guys, this is what I like about writing code with hand, because you get to, when you face issues like this, you would have to go through your code line by line to actually determine where the error is coming from. So now I can tell where the error is coming from. So the issue is coming from here, this side. We were returning null when the field is actually true. And when we return null, that makes the input button becomes automatically disabled, right? And that is why we were still having the disabled color even when everything was cool. Yeah, so now we can go back and then have this. Yeah, so Amir, what we are writing, it's a validator for the input field, right? For anybody that is joining right now, if you are confused, what we are doing is actually writing a validator for our input fields, which means that when the field is, what was I deleting? Yeah, which means that if we have our fields not filled, right? If we have the fields not occupied, then the button becomes automatically disabled. And to achieve that, we are just writing a check on our controllers. In episode 3, we talk about controllers and how we can make use of them. So I told you that with the text editing controllers, we use them to actually access the text field, all right? The text value that we enter into a particular field, we use the controller to access those values. And that is what we do. So in here, we are writing a Boolean function. Right, we are writing a Boolean function to check if this particular controllers or if these input fields have data. Right, so when you see here, we are using the shorthand boolean function or the lambda function. Thank you, the pro. Thank you for the follow. We are using the lambda function to actually check if the full name controller is not empty. If this field is not empty, then that means our function is true. And then we move on to check the email. If it is not empty, then the function is true. We move on to check the password. If it is not empty, then the function is true. But because we are connecting this three, because we joined this three has to be true, right? This three has to actually be true in order to make this valid, this condition valid, else it becomes false. So we have this function which is valid input fields, and to actually use it or to test it, we have to actually do access this particular function of the input field or the text form field. So we have the unchanged function, and then unchanged function is basically it basically runs when we enter new value into the input field. So if we enter single value like this, if we should go to this input field and enter s, this function runs. If we delete s, this function runs. That is what the unchanged function does on a particular text form field. So what we are just doing is that anytime we change a particular input field, anytime we add a new value or remove a value, or anytime a change occurs inside of this input field, run this function. So when we perform a single check, the function runs to make sure that everything is in place. So that's what we are doing using the set state function. Yeah, so set states and then we check, set states and then we check. That is why if we enter one item, this field becomes okay. If we remove one, then the field becomes invalid. Yeah, so that is what we are doing with the validators. Yeah, so now let's rerun the app and let me do some final validation. Guys, I talk na my jaw. Now my jaws they pain me. Hey, teachers are struggling. Oh. To be a teacher is not easy, man. Yeah, so we have get started. And let's say our name is code with Setso. How did you learn all these concepts? Yeah, it takes just continuous build. I read a lot of articles and documentations. Yeah, I read a lot of articles and documentations. And that is how come I'm able to do this. And every day I code. Every day I build something. Every day I code. Every day I build something. And that is how come I'm here now. Yeah, so we are using the inputs, right? The email this thing. And the validator is supposed to tell us that this is an invalid email, but I don't know why it's not saying anything. Okay, let me go to the button. Yeah, I have to go to the button and do something in there. Sorry, I have to go to the button and write a check. Yeah, so now we have our validator. We are going to make use of the form key that we created, right? Where is it? Why is the form key? Where is it? Yeah, so we are going to make use of this form key, right? We are going to make use of it to determine the state of this particular field, right? So this is the button. This is the button, and we will write a little function to check if the field is okay. If it's not, then we have to do something. All right, so we will say if form key dot current state dot is it validate? Yeah, is it validate? I think that should be like if the form state is okay, then let's print here. So let's print valid form. What dependencies is this? dependencies, as in dependencies like I said valid is this valid form. Yeah, so this is just Flutter. This is just Flutter, and we write in our Flutter code to actually do. I don't actually get the dependencies that you're talking about, but if you can come again and clarify that, then we would be good to go. Yeah, so guys, you can see this is working, but it's actually applying to the first form, which is supposed to be the email form, right? So what we have to do is to go down here, is to go down into the validator and check if the field is email, then we return that. But how do we check if the field is email? It is simple. We would write an if statement. So we will write an if statement if label dot if label is we have to lowercase is equal to this, then that means we are on the email field. Then we do this. Yeah, so C hub I actually don't understand the question. What dependencies is this? I don't get it, so can you explain it to me? Can you decode an iPhone, like create app that bypass iPhone iCloud lock? Now, I haven't tried that before. I don't know when I'll be trying something like that, but there are softwares out there that you can actually make use of. Just that now the security is very tight, so it's not that easy to bypass it, especially with the new devices. Yeah, so code researcher, and then we enter the email. Yeah, so code researcher dot let's say gmail.com. Yeah, let's have the email this way, and let's say password. Oh, can I remember some? I don't know. I think we would have to check that out. I think for the very first time with iPhone 6, when I was using iPhone 6, I used iCloud, yeah, PC. I forgot the name of the software, right? But there is this Apple software which I used the iCloud something. Was it iCloud? I did something and I used it to flash my phone. I think 6, right? I use it to do that. But you can I think just send me a text. If after the live I'll do some research, and if I find any, I'll just share it with you, then you check it out. By then it was very free, but I don't know, I'm not sure it will work now. That was like 2020. Yeah, it's talking about jailbreaking, I guess. Yeah, so guys, our input validation is working, and if we should do this, then you see that the email is okay. If we remove this email, we are gonna have this error which says please enter a valid email address. Correct me if I'm wrong. Can one use React Native with JavaScript as a dependency to create a mobile app? Yeah, you can use React Native is for mobile apps, so you can use React Native to create a mobile app. You can build a mobile app with React Native. See how. Yeah, so guys, now we are able to get this working. We are able to get this working, and the next thing we have to do is should I DM you on TikTok or what? Yeah, you can DM me on TikTok. You can DM me on TikTok. Yeah, so guys, now we have this working. We have this working. What we want to do is show this icon, but I feel like that would be just a lot of extra work for us. So yeah, it's just gonna be a lot of extra work. I'm not gonna want to waste our time doing that, but you just have to write a check. If I start to talk about it, then I have to write it. I don't want to write it, guys. I don't want to write it, but it's just gonna be like how we did this. It's gonna be a surface icon, and then you check, right? You write a check to actually validate a particular field that might be having an error or be invalid. Then you show the icon for it. So if this field is invalid, then you show that particular icon for it. That is it. It's not complicated. Take it as your homework and go work on it. Yeah, so guys, we are able to get our stuff working. If there is no element here, the button becomes hidden. If we have the name, which is the full name, then the button becomes visible. Then with that, we can move ahead with it, right? With that, we can move ahead with our implementation. Guys, for everybody that is watching on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe, okay? I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for the subscription. Yeah, so guys, you can check the subscribers. We are not that much, so every single subscription is very much appreciated. Yeah, so guys, now that we have this, what is the next thing to do? We are done. Yeah, we are done with the creating account creation screen. Is it signed to Google working? No, we are not going to do the sign into Google because we would have to add this one. We'll need Firebase to implement this, and to use Facebook, we'll need a Facebook SDK to do that as well. And in this particular playlist, we are not going to make use of Firebase. This is playlist 4, so playlist 5 is likely going to use Firebase, but for now, we are not making use of Firebase. Yeah, this is a step-by-step episodes or work, so some things are reserved for the next process. You like the new Flutter shorthand introduced? Yeah. You like the new Flutter shorthands introduced? Are you asking if I do like it? Do you like them? Yeah, I do. If it is do you like them, I do, because instead of writing 4.0, you can just do 4.54 like this, and I like it. So yeah, I like them. I really do. I really do. Don't you like them? So guys, we are done with the sign up. Yeah, colors, the red becomes, yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. It is very cool. I'm done with it. Yeah, it's some way, but it's also cool, you know. It prevents you from writing too much code. Yeah, so what do? We are going to write wait, I want to confirm this particular print statement. I want to confirm if this is valid, right? So let's go in here and do some few entries and see if we are gonna get valid data. So cws@gmail.com, and then our password. Let's give it a password. The password is just gonna be password. Yeah, you can also write password validation, where you make sure that the password entered is more than 6 characters, 8 characters. You can use the regex or regex characters to also define a particular complexity or whatever of the password. You can do a lot with the validators. Yeah. And when I press create account, I'm supposed to have this valid is form. Is that what I wrote? Crazy. Yeah, so we have valid is form, which means that our form is okay and we can move on with it. Natasha, thank you very much for the follow and the likes. Yeah, so now our form is valid, and that means we can navigate to another screen, right? Great. And if the form is valid, then what we can do is create a navigation or a navigator right now. So navigator of context.push push replacement, right? If you sign up, then we are pushing replacement. We will push and replace you. And then the next route is going to be a material page route of we are going to call route as the argument, and this route would be pointing to our new route, which would be from sign up. Where do we go? If we should click on sign up, then we would be going to sign up. Should take us to home page directly. I'm not sure sign up would be forwarding us to login, but let me try to. I'll push and replace all. I like push and replace all until. I also do the push and replace push replacement. Push and replace until. I haven't really used that. Yeah, it clears the whole stack and starts from the beginning. I also use the push replacement, and yeah. So guys, this sign up, it's basically gonna link you to the homepage directly, which is crazy because we have to build all those screens before we go in there. Yeah, so what we are going to do is we have push replacement, we have push you said you use push named or push replacement until push and remove restorable push. Oh, no, push replacement named. You use push and replace all until. Yeah, this is Flutter. Push and remove until, push named and remove until, push replacement named, pop and push named, all this blah blah blah. Yeah. Yeah, so guys, because we don't have the home screen, we are gonna have to do something here. I'm a Flutter dev as well, 3 years of experience. Oh, that's great. That is beautiful. Yeah, I've also just started building in Flutter and I am very new. It's only 6 years of experience, so I'm very new. Yeah, so we are gonna have a to do. You only do Android. No, I do I build for, yeah, with Flutter I also do iOS. Yeah, you know Flutter is cross platform, so I build Flutter and then I do for iOS. I build for Mac OS, I build for desktop, and apart from that I also do Jetpack, Compose, and this other stuff for Android native. Yeah, I'm an iOS main with Flutter. I don't release Android apps. Oh, okay. I do both. I have an app online. You can check it out. The name is Trekmara. It's available for iOS and Android. Yeah, so you can check it out. I have this one, First Responder. It's available only in Ghana. You can check it out. Yeah, it's been a long ride, but we are still on it. Yeah, so to do, we would navigate to homepage. Guys, you can check out Trekmara on Play Store or App Store. I built something no one believed it could ever be built with Flutter. It's a mobile IDE, but iOS. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. You can share the name so that we will check it out after the live. Yeah, so guys, we have this. We have our sign up screen. Now we would have to do the sign in screen, right? The login screen. But I just want to go to our splash screen. And then we remove some few things here. What is it about? So an iOS, you build a mobile IDE. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so we have the screen, and then what we will do is let me pick this. So this three screens. Yeah, these 3 screens that we've worked on, we would have them here like this. UI UX is the biggest challenge. My eyes are no good for design. Yeah, so if you want to practice, just go on if you want to practice, just go on Figma, search for Android apps, find a good one and build. Yeah, so we are gonna do the login screen right now. And to do that, we have to build another feature, right? Under alt screen, we would have the login screen. It means roughly 4,000 plus dollars a month, and also the main features is the AI autonomous agent. Oh, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's pretty much a very good amount of money to be making monthly out of your own product. My boss. Yeah, so we have the login screen, and then in here planning to release for Android, but great old issues, most packages are outdated for Android. So how do you plan to do that? Are you gonna rebuild the packages yourself, or you'd wait until they are updated? Yeah, so login screen, and then we are gonna have to do import material. Yeah, so are you gonna build it yourself, or you would wait for them? Do you build mobile app? Yes, I build mobile apps, and actually what we are doing right now is building a mobile app. This app. Yeah, so we are doing the login screen, and as you can see, it's just similar to the sign up screen, so we don't have to do much. All we have to do is to go on the sign up screen, pick everything we have here. We are going to pick everything we have on the sign up screen, and just drop it inside of the login screen, and then change some few things, then that should be it. Yeah, so the rest of the screens are going to be very quick and easy to complete, because we've worked on the most difficult sections, and that is the sign up screen. Yeah, still trying to make the available ones compatible myself. I focus more on building dev tools. Okay, that's great. That's great. The best part of this is actually finding the niche and sticking to it. Yeah, and sticking to it. You are basically an iOS person, and you are focusing on building stuff, right? Let's see, what's the name? There's a general name for it. Oh, I forgot. I think is it utility apps? No, there's a name for it. Yeah, I guess you focus more on gigs than personal projects. What are you building? I just joined. Yeah, so I do actually I work with one tech company. So in there I do basically everything from web to mobile to everything. And then from there I do my personal stuff, which is coming online and building apps like how I am doing right now. And then I also do trainings, yeah, private trainings on Flutter development. So that's basically what I do. Apart from that, I also do some outside projects that come my way. And currently in this episode, we are building just a simple boutique app. Yeah, someone named it Styles. Yeah, Styles app. So we're calling it Styles, and it's just a basic app that we are using to learn some concepts in Flutter, and also some new things in case we discover any. Yeah, so that is that. So guys, this is the login screen, right? And we have to go in there and do something here. Yeah, so if we should move to the sign up screen, personal projects are really good investments. I want to join Android market so I can earn more, especially from ad. Sure. The market is always there. When you get a good project that solves people's issues, then be rest assured that you would make your money. Yeah, so guys, we are gonna look at this login. So when we tap on login, we are supposed to be going to the login screen, right? So what we are gonna do is navigate to login screens. I'm good product designer, just in case you are in search. All right. Do you have your some free apps on this one so that people can use and take a look at when they need you? Do you know any terminal app called Temius? Nah, have no idea. My first time actually. Let me write it down somewhere. Temius, guys, check this out. The name is Temius. Guys, check that out. Yeah, so what we are going to do is that, thank you for the follow. Yeah, what we are going to do is that we would navigate to the login screen when we click on this login button, right? So we are just going to call our navigator. I'm actually working on one app, right? Mostly I use it almost all the time on my live, but there is something that one issue that I've discovered with it, and I've been trying so much to fix it, and it's like it keeps coming back. It feels like it is done before I move on, then it comes back, and I'm still working on it. Oh, it's not my app, but it's a big app for iOS. I built a light version of it for both Android and iOS. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea, so we can check it out. Yeah. Okay. So guys, what was I even doing? Yeah, so navigator dot push replacement, and then we are replacing with material page routes, and this is gonna be our route. My main app is widgets.app.com. Okay, guys, check this up and let's see. Hey guys, today I'm not moving forward though. Continue your work. I'm this time. Yeah, today I'm not moving forward. Cry. Yeah, so guys, we are gonna have routes. Yeah, and this route will be pointing to the login screen like this. Hey, today I'm not moving forward. Cry. My people are gonna come for my neck. Please, I beg. Yeah, you know that's how we do it all the time. Not all the time. Today. Where are you located? Yeah, if it is me, I'm in Ghana. I am a full-time Ghanaian. Yeah, so currently I'm in Ghana. So click on this and then we are on the login screen. So now that we are on the login screen, we would have to do some few stuff, which is log into your account, and it's great to see you again, right? So the title over here is going to be log into your account, and then down here we would say that it's great to see you again. Okay, let's correct some few things and then that should be it. Yeah, so well noted, man. Well noted, bars. Yeah, so rerun and then we would rerun it. Hey, okay, oh, go back and then let's confirm this because I made it constant. It does not want to rerun. Oh, sure. Yeah, so what are you saying? Create an account. Where are we? Wait, go back. Let me see. Oh, we are on the sign up screen. No, we have to be on the login screen. Yeah, we have to be on the login screen. Using Android Studio is wild. I use VS Code because of the extension. Android Studio is like the first choice for me. Using VS Studio to create an app, a Flutter app, is some way. Using VS Code to create a Flutter app is like, bruh. Yeah, it's some way. It's some way. To me, feel like it's some way. But yeah, I see a lot of people use VS Code, and I'm like, okay, no, but the best with it's the best with VS Code. Too many shortcuts. I also enjoy Android Studio, seriously. I enjoy Android Studio. Yeah, so log into your app, and then from here we can do some few changes. Right, I enjoy Android Studio, really. I enjoy it so much. We are going to remove the full name. Yeah, as you can all see, we are on the home page, so full name is not needed anymore. We don't need the full name. You get what I'm saying, man? Guys, we don't need the full name here. Can I check any of your live apps? Yeah, you can check one. The name is Trekmara. You can check the other one. The name is First Responder. So check Trekmara as one, and then you can check First Responder Ghana. First Responder Ghana. Yeah, so First Responder is available on only Android, and you can only access it if your account is in Ghana or if you're in Ghana. And for Trekmara has the latest version on Android, but the latest iOS version is under review. So you can, if you have both Android and iOS, you can download the two versions and compare it for yourself. What extension are you using to show the photo, the phone, brother? Yeah, this comes with Android Studio, right, and Flutter. So this particular emulator comes with Android Studio, and you need no extension for it. Yeah, Trekmara is like a mix of social media and then bookings and also a little crypto related stuff. Yeah, that's for Trekmara. It's Android SDK in Android Studio. What softwares? Yeah, guys, today the questions are a lot and we are not moving forward. Yeah, so guys, we have this Odogu. Thank you for the reshare. So we have login to your account. It's great to see you again. Then we have your email, your password, and then we have by continuing sign up. So we do use Flutter. Yeah, this is Flutter. I am using Flutter. So down here we are going to have this, which is forgot your password, reset password. So we are going to change this to forgot your password, reset password, which means that all this, right, from here to the bottom, it's gonna go off. Boss, my big bosses in the comment section, can you show me how to install it? I want to learn. Okay, so for that I have a video on that inside of the channel. Right, I have a video inside of the channel. If you log into your YouTube right now, search code with Setso. I am live, but don't mind me. Let me show you how you can get access the video. When you go into the code with Setso channel, you locate the playlist section, and then you see Flutter Crash Course, that playlist. Select the first episode and watch it. So in that episode, I showed you everything from top to down. Just search on YouTube how to install Flutter on Windows, Linux, or Macs. Yeah, so you can go there and then you see it. Yeah, so that is that, and then we can now have this. Oh, you have a YouTube channel? Yeah, I do. I am live on the YouTube channel even as I speak, and that is the name, Code with Setso. Yeah, so what do we do? Forgot your password, reset password. Yeah, so let me do that. This is gonna say forgot your password. Let's have this. Forgot your password. Hey, is that forgot? Yeah, forgot your password, comma, and then we have this reset password. Like this. Bill Lord, welcome. Yeah, it's good to have you in the YouTube comment section. Yeah, subscribe. Yeah, to build all this in the YouTube section, it's nice to have you in there. Big bosses. I love it when my bosses are around, guys. Yeah, so our button is now going to change from create account to login. Yeah, our button is going to change from create account to login, and then the rest is going to be all login with Google and login with Facebook. Yeah, so we are going to have this or, okay, that's the or, and we are going to have login with Google or login with Facebook. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for the likes, the follow, and the subscriptions. Up we go. Up we go. Or log in, right? Are we going to use this log in or log in? Yeah, so login with Facebook, login with Google, and login with Facebook. Yeah, so after achieving these two, we can actually try it out. Let's try the email and password, and we have to go in here and delete this, the full name controller. So we have to remove the full name controller. Yeah, so you can run this, and let's log in, and it says our email is invalid, but we can have mnvc@gmail.com, and that should give us a valid input. Yeah, so now we are good to go. If we delete all this, our login becomes inactive. When we do this, the login becomes active. Now that is good. We have actually gotten this field also worked on. Now we go to the bottom here and we change this login to sign up, right? So we would have don't have an account, join. So go all the way to the bottom and say don't, right? Do not have an account. So don't have an account, and then we say join, and this join would be pointing us to which of the screens. It's going to point us to the sign up screen, right? So let's go all the way to the bottom, and then what did we do from there? I think we did something on the sign up screen. Yeah, so navigate to login screen, navigate to sign up screen. Take this off, and then go to the login screen, and then take this off and do this. So now we'll be navigating to the sign up screen. Yeah, so run this, and then we are good to go. Yeah, Speed Genius, thank you and welcome to the House of Developers. I'm Itafar. So now we can have the login, and then we can have don't have an account. Okay, you just joined from here. Oh, you already have an account, then log in. Yeah, so that is what we have now. Now, assuming you are logging in and you forget your password. If you forgot your password, you have to reset your password. And how do you reset your password? We have to present you with a screen where you can actually do that. And that is the next screen. Reset password screen is what we are about to do, or forgot password screen. Yeah, so just like that, these three screens are also done. Yeah, guys, you get can you see how fast we are moving? Yeah, all the crazy part is setting up the crazy stuff, and then from there you can move quickly or faster. Yeah, so we are going to do forget password screen or forgot password screen. This screen is very nice. I can't wait for us to get started. Guys, should we use AI? Nah, we ain't gonna use no AI. We will code, and that is what we do. Yeah, so we are going to build a new screen. On the inside of the up directory, we would build a new screen called forgot password screen. Yeah, so forgot password. Hi, please, I want to learn coding. Okay, don't worry, I would reply you after the live. So we have forgot password screen, and then in here we are going to create a new dat file, which would be the same thing. All right, forgot password screen, like this. Yeah, so we are gonna have a stateful widget, which would be forgot password screen, and then in here we would import, all right, import material, which is this. Now we are good. Yeah, bro, hello. Yeah, hello, brother, what's up? And this is gonna return scaffold like this. Yeah, so inside of the screen, let's see what we have. We are going to pick that field, which is the email field. We are going to pick the email field, but there's some few things that we would have to do. You are programming without AI? Yes, bro. Yes, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, can you imagine? It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I guess this is your first time. Yeah, if this is your first time here, that's what we do. Crazy, man. Yeah, it's good to have you on board. Thank you for the follow. That's great. By the way, we have a YouTube channel with more videos like this, so you can check it out. And I'm live on YouTube right now. Just check it out, okay? And when you check it out, please don't forget to subscribe, okay? Thank you. Yeah, so what are we gonna do next? We have to navigate to the forgot password screen from the login screen, right? So on login screen, if we should click on forgot password or reset password, then take us all the way to the login screen, right? That is what we would have to do. So in here, we would move all the way, log into account. Let's see, log into accounts. Yeah, so in here we would we are looking for something, right? We are looking for something. Where is that thing? Where is that thing? Yeah, forgot password, reset password. So on this screen we are navigating to the login screen. Yeah, what project are you making? Yeah, so this is the project that we are building. This is basically a styling, right? A styling project for maybe small companies or just product owners, just product owners that want to own their own shops online or own their own mobile apps. This is just a little app for a boutique shop. Yeah, so this is for a boutique shop that want to maybe showcase their apps and stuff. You can do it in one evening with AI. Oh, yeah, that's true. But I don't want to do it in one evening with AI. So I code because I enjoy it. Yeah. And this is also a series, right? It's a full-time coding series without the use of AI, because what I am doing is to help people understand the basics of whatever they see online. Looks like it's your big hobby. Yeah, this is what I do all the time for fun. After work, I come back home and I do this. So just imagine, it's crazy, yeah? After work, I come back home and then I do this until my eyes start getting blurry, then I go to bed. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Nice, bro. I plan to start coding. Which language should I learn first? The language you learn depends on what you want to achieve, right? So if you want to do web development, then you would have to start with the basics, which is the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you want to do with back-end development, then you should be looking at either Java, C Sharp. As for back-end, there are a lot of options, but you can be looking at Java, C Sharp, or Python for back-end. If you want to do mobile, then you should be looking at Flutter for cross platforms. Thank you very much, Dev, for the gift. If you want to do mobile, then you should be looking for Flutter for cross-platform, maybe Swift for native iOS, and also Java or Kotlin for native Android. So I can tell you the language you start with if you know what you want to do. Else, I can just give you everything and then you pick from it. Yeah, but concerning that, you can also send me a DM, then we will have a deeper or a longer conversation. Yeah, so reset password will bring us to this screen, and then inside of this screen we would call up bar, because we want to have this button, right? We want to have this button here, this back button. We want to have this back button, and it comes with the up bar. So let's do that. Thank you. I'll send you a DM. Thank you too. I'll be expecting your DM. Yeah, so rerun this, and then we should have that, right? But let me jump here and let's see. As for the reset password, we don't want to do push replacement. We want to do push. Yeah, push the route. Don't push replacement. Thank you for the follow. Unfortunately, I can't mention your name, so I can only say thank you for the follow. Yeah, so now we have the back button, and we can use this button to go back. The back button. Back. VVV, thank you for the follow. Guys, I'm live on YouTube, right? So check out the YouTube channel. Guys, let's go there. Let's spoil the YouTube channel. If you're watching, check out the YouTube channel. Drop that subscription. Check out the other videos. And don't worry, I'm going to be live tomorrow too. So I would meet you same time, same episode. No, different episode. And same energy. Yeah, so yeah. Guys, let's build this quickly. How long is it going to take us to get this screen done? Forgot password, this and this. How long is it going to take us? 5 minutes. Yeah, let's use 5 minutes and see. The time starts now. So we are beginning with forgot password. In here, we have our up bar. We are going to call the body. The body is going to have a child of single child scroll view. Alright, and single child scroll view is going to have a child of column, which would have children. I am speeding up this section because this is what we've been doing all the time, so you should now be familiar with it. And this is going to return a symmetric horizontal of 16, because we want to push the elements a little bit away from both edges of the screen. And then in here we are going to add the constant alt screen header. Yeah, and we are going to have title and subtitle. This is a reusable widget that we've created in episode 3, so you can check it out and see how we did it. Yeah, so we are going to call forgot password as the text. So we are going to have something like this: forgot password, and then we would have this, which is what I want to copy that text. I don't know if I can copy it this way. I can't. So it says enter your email, right, for the verification process. We will send 4-digit code to your email. Yeah, so we have this 10, and then we can say this: enter your email for the verification process. Yeah, enter your email for the verification process. And then it continues to say that, oh sorry, it continues to say that we would send a 4-digit code into your email. I don't know if that's what it says. Let me go confirm. Yeah, so it says enter your email for the verification process. We will send 4-digit code to your email. We will send 4-digit code to your email. Yeah, so this is this. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for the reshare. So now we have something like this. Yeah, we have something like this, but we can also break line. we can break line with this, which is this section. We can break line here so that the element will be pushed to the next line like this. Yeah, so after that we are just gonna have to add our input field, which is gonna have to be spaced out by 24 px, right? So 24 pixels. We are going to use 24 pixels to space out this, which is going to be like that. So after this we would have a constant sized box, with a height of 24.0, and then we are going to have this children. We will build the children, right? We'll build the input field, and I think we can make use of what we've already done here, which is this, which is going to be this build input field. We are going to pick this, and then we'll bring it here, right? We would have it here, and then let's import some few things. Yeah, here. Yeah, so let's import the app text and import the app colors. Yeah, and also do this. Yeah, take this off and have email validator here, because we are going to be using streamer that's using on Flutter. Awesome. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's good to have you on board. Sharil, what? Shariza, how can I join your training? Okay, you can join my training by sending me a DM right now with the same question, how can I join your training? And then I will text you just after the live. Okay, is that okay? I hope that should be okay. Yeah, so guys, it's good to have you all on board. Thank you for the likes. Don't forget to follow. I am live on YouTube right now. We are streaming on YouTube. You can check out the YouTube channel and drop that subscription and be part of the family. I love you, brother. Big ups. Mostly I see those mobile developers using React on here in TikTok. Yeah. As for me, I love Flutter. Flutter loves me. And then I love Flutter again. And Flutter loves me back. So we decided to mingle. And now we are lovers. Yeah, so it is beautiful and it's great. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so this is what I'm gonna have here. I would copy this same thing again. I'll go to this particular screen, drop them. I'm going to use only a few of them. You know that already. I'm not going to use the password, right? I'm not going to use the password, and I am not going to use, should I use this again? Okay, I think I can use it, right? I've seen all the emails, and then I'll get back to you. Yeah, so this is the email input field. Thank you guys for the follow. Snake followed me. Oh my god, Snake is following me. Yeah, so what am I gonna do? Let me pick this build input field, right? And we are gonna pick this as the valid field. We are gonna pick this, and then we will drop it here. Yeah, so now we have this. For the field, we have everything set. All we have to do now is call the build input field, and the label, we are going to call the label and the hint text, and then from there to the controller to the focus scope. Yeah, so we are do all that in right now, and the label is going to be email. The label will be email, right? And then the hint text will say enter your email like this, and then the controller is going to be email controller, and then the focus node is going to be email focus node, right? So rerun, and then we would have something like this, and the next thing we would do is to put every element to the start like this. Guys, I have to go for a jaw massage tomorrow. Tomorrow, if I don't come live, then you should know that I am in a spa having a jaw massage. Because what the fuck, I've been talking for 4 hours. Can I ask you, please? Yes, go ahead. 6826. Please feel free to ask your question. Yeah, so we have this, and then the next thing is gonna be this button that will say send code. We are gonna have the send code button. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, so we are gonna have the send code button, and I don't know if we should have it at the very bottom of the screen or the top. It's crazy. But you know, we already have this button, so there's no need for us building it. All we have to do is scroll to that section and pick what we've already done. It's our button, so we are making use of it. Nobody can take us from here. This is the best part. All right, I told you guys that when we are able to get one screen, then it'll be very easy for us to get the rest of the screen. I tried to remove the sign less than and less than or equal to from my code. Okay, King Roll, thank you for the follow, but failed to do it. Yeah, unfortunately, I wish you know what, send me a DM with maybe a screenshot of that particular side of the code, and then I can see what you are trying to do. Right now, I can't explain what exactly you are doing, so when you share that with me, then I would know what we'll do, right? So just send me a DM with the issue, then we'll take a look at it. Is that okay? Yeah, so guys, we are going to do this, rerun this, and then we would have this button. All right, thank you very much. Joshua, welcome. And then we would change this to send code. Yeah, and just like the other input fields, if we start typing, then the field becomes active. Else, we would have it as inactive. Now, if we should type this and we press this, we have to do our validation. Yeah, we have to make sure our validation is working. Now, is valid input field, we would have this. If form key is valid, then move on. But in here, it seems like our validation is not working. Yeah, so what are we gonna do? We can take all this. Flutter is awesome. I do React Native plus Expo, by the way. Okay, that's great. I do Flutter, and Flutter, by the way. Yeah, I do Flutter, by the way. And I'm still waiting till when I would feel okay or I would want to do React, because I'm stuck with Flutter, seriously. Even because of Flutter, I don't write so much of compose. You know, I do compose as well, yeah, Jetpack, but because of Flutter, I haven't really gotten the chance to go back there. Yeah, so let me add this email. Try this. I want to check why the email validation is failing. Yeah, and that is what I want to check out. On a normal, it's supposed to tell us that the email is invalid, but so far so good. It hasn't given us any error, so I want to check that out. If it's okay, let's see. Valid input field is not empty, right? Kofi, thanks very much for the follow. Yeah, and Joshua, thank you for the follow. Guys, don't forget the YouTube channel. We are active here too, so you can also check that one. Yeah, message sent, I'll reply from here. So guys, the field check, right? The check on the field is not working. Okay, line 287. All right, well noted. can I learn Python on your YouTube? Oh, unfortunately, I have only Flutter, a lot of Flutter on my YouTube, and no Python. Unfortunately, I'm afraid of a snake bite. That's why I didn't joke with. I don't want to joke with Python. You know, who knows what Python might do to me if I try. Yeah. So guys, this is what we're having now. Yeah, I'm serious, man. Imagine playing with Python, like, bro. Yeah, so this is what we have now, but I don't know why the input validation, right? The field validation is supposed to work for this, because in here we have please enter a valid email address, and this fires when the email that we enter is incorrect, right? So take this off and have this, press this, and it's giving us nothing. It's trying to say that the email that we've entered is okay, which is not okay, because it's not okay. Yeah. It's not okay. Hey, Kofi August. Hey, Charlie. Yeah, so should we move forward, or you say no way? we can take this off, which is that, and then form key. Guys, the reason why the thing is not working is because we haven't assigned the form key. Oh my god, it's because we haven't assigned the form key. Damn, bro. So key, and then we would have our form key. Now we should have it working. Yeah, now it's working, man. So what we are going to do now is to navigate to the password reset screen. Guys, our time is almost up, so we would have to run. We have to run for our life. Love your teaching. Hope your YouTube lessons will help someone like me who knows nothing about Flutter. Yeah. Let me show you the steps to get in that, right? So when you get on the YouTube channel, you look for this particular playlist, Flutter Crash Course. When you get on the Flutter Crash Course playlist, start from the top. That is going to take you from the beginning of how to do the whole setup into installing Flutter and setting it up for your system, either Mac or Windows. And then from there, you will create your first Flutter app. It will show you how to create the Flutter app and everything. It's crazy, and it's just like how this is right now. Point by point, step by step. No libi, no laba laba. Good luck. Yeah. By the way, I also offer private teachings, private lessons. So if you want to learn privately with me, you can. It comes at a cost, not that much, just something small. Yeah, and then we'll set up a time that works for you and works for me. Then we can begin on with that. Yeah, we can begin with that, in that, on that, like that. Oh damn, my hat, by hat. Damn, bro. That's crazy. Can you do that? Nah, man, you can't. Osman, thank you very much for the follow. Bro, I want to stop tech and go to rap, because, bro, I just create some crazy lines right now. Imagine I put that on a beat. Oh my god, that's a banger. Something small. I bet charge you 5k. Hey, Kofi August, that bill, and yes, sir. You can ubet my besa a man for na michomo. Ubet my besa you can guys, it's crazy. Yeah, so you can access the service messaging in the live. I don't know where you can access it, but I think the service messaging is on the live. When you go in there, you can actually check the automated messages, and then you see how much it is. something small. Yeah, so guys, I think we are good. Right now, when we click on send code, we are supposed to be taken to the verification code screen, right? So OTP verification screen, that is where we are going next. Yeah, we are going to the OTP verification screen, and I think we can do that right now. Let's create a new screen called OTP verification screen, right? So OTP, I'm creating a lot of directories in this alt screen. Yeah, so OTP screen, and then we can create this in here, a new .dat file, which is OTP verification screen. Guys, I need a massage. Stateful widget, OTP verification screen, and then this is going to be a material app, right? So we're going to import material app, yeah, and then in here I think we would need something like what we have in the other screen. As for this button, I don't want to push it downwards because it's just gonna look some way. Imagine having it all the way here. What you can do is actually put a little bit of spacing. Yeah, so let's have this and see. The spacing is 200, so we can actually put that in here as a 200 spacing. I don't know how it's gonna look, but let's see. Assuming we have something like 180, then it's gonna look like this. You see, it's not so cool. Yeah, it's not so cool. So that's why I decided to keep it this way. Enter your password and then just send code. Yeah, so we are gonna pick the screen. Guys, thank you very much for the likes and the follows and the gifts and the subscriptions and also the watches. Yeah, so app bar, so that we can have that app bar, and when we press send code, we are navigating straight to the OTP verification screen. So that is what we are doing in here. So we would navigate to the OTP verification screen like this. Yeah, so now when we send code, take me to the OTP screen. Yeah, and then inside of the OTP screen, I would need this header, right? And it comes with single child scroll view, blah blah blah. I don't want to rewrite all that, so let's just pick this, right? Let's just pick this and use it in here. So we can create our body, and the body is gonna be this. Girl, I want your body, 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 body. Yeah, then we can have this, and also we would take this off. Yeah, we would take this off. We don't need them now. And on the button, should we use valid input fields? I don't know if we should use that. Okay, let's keep this like this for now. So on pressed should actually be this way. Yeah, so on press should just do nothing, have it this way. Okay, let's import app text and all that, and then also in here import app colors. Right, so thank you baby Christian, thank you for the likes. Yeah, I think what we have to do is to bring back is valid input fields, because we're actually going to use it. So why don't we just bring all this back? Yeah, why don't we make use of all this, since we will need them here. Yeah, so now we have this. We can move on to have something like this as well, and then take this off because we don't need you. Yeah, and then that should be it. Rerun, then we have this. Now guys, this is what we have, right? And this says that enter for the gate code, enter for the gate code that you receive in your email. Then we specify the email in there. Yeah, so we specify the email in there. So we say enter for the gate code, and at the top we just gonna have this. So enter for the gate that's not digits. Enter 4-digit code. And we are going to say enter 4-digit code that you receive in your email, right? So we would say here, enter the 4 digits. The 4 digits, is it digits or digits? Code that you receive in your email, like this. And then we are going to specify the email. Thank you very much for the like, Zand. And then we are going to specify the email. The email is going to be the email that you entered from the other screen, right? So we would do something like this, and then we will call widgets, right? We would call widgets dot email, like this. Yeah, we are going to use this whether you like it or yes. Widgets.email. Zamd, thank you for the follow. Amitafar. Yeah, so in here we are gonna have to pick the email from the other screen. So we would use final string. Yeah, we would use final string, then email. Yeah, so in here we are going to require that parameter, that particular parameter inside of our constructor. And then in here we would do something. Take this off, we don't need this. Yeah, and then go all the way to the top, which is this constant. So we are going to remove this constant, then we should be good to go. Now what we would do is go all the way to the password screen and have this. So we are going to remove this constant, and then we are going to call email, and then it's going to be the email controller dot text dot string, right? So we are going to pick this as our email. Yeah, so just rerun the app, and then we should pick it from there. Go forward, go to login, reset password, and then email. So cws code resetto@gmail.com. This is our email, send code. Then we are here. So now we have this, which is this email. Now this email that we have here, right? The email that we have here is one crazy thing. It's one crazy thing, yeah. It's one crazy thing that I would want us to take a look at. Yeah, to rerun, and we have something like this. But when you check here, that email is that. Slayer, thank you very much for the follow. I salute. Yeah, so when you check here, this particular email, right? This particular email is boldened and it's very dark, which means that what we are taking here, this string, it's supposed to be I don't want to say this. It's supposed to be a rich text, and because we have not started it as a rich text, it will kind of be a little bit of time wasting to have the rich text. You know, with the way I'm speaking, you already know what I'm trying to say, right? That I wouldn't want to do it because, bro, that is too much for just making the email dark. Yeah, so that is going to be a lot of work for just making the email dark. Bro, this is your email. You have to know your email. Yeah, something is saying do it, bro, do it. Something is saying it's going to take a lot of time. Why do you want to do it now? Yeah, so you know what? Let's continue with this fields, right? Let me continue with this field. Apologies, guys. Let me continue with these fields. After here, then we can look at that, because damn, bro, it's crazy, man. Yeah, so we are almost there, and I would want us to build this and do this as fast as possible. So we have enter 4-digit code, right? and that is it. So enter 4-digit code should be the header, the title. So enter 4 digits digit code. Is it digits or digits? What did they use there? Yeah, enter 4-digit code. Yeah, so enter 4-digit code like this. Yeah, so this is what we have, guys. This is what we have, and then in here we would change this button text to continue. So send code is going to change to continue like this. Yeah, send code is going to change to continue, and then from here we would do other stuff, which is this, right? We will do other stuff, which is this 4 input fields. So we're going to have input field 1 2 3 4, and that is crazy. Do you know why it's crazy? Because it's crazy. It's crazy because it's crazy. So we would have to build a new input field, and then from there we would make use of it. GU, thank you for the likes and the follow. It's your pin to card. All right, you can try it out. 1420, try it and let's see. Should I give you my card? Should I give you my card? Nope, I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, so this is just a random pin. All right, this is my favorite job. Oh, really? Nice to have you on board, GU. So you do Flutter. Okay, great. Guys, another boss is in the comment section. Enter 16 digits. You're gonna enter a lot. You're gonna enter a lot. So guys, we have to build this. CVV, okay, 16 digits, start from 1 2 3 to 16, and then the CVV start from 00004. Let's see if it's gonna work for you. 040 or 040 or 004 or 922. Bro, just try it. You never know. Yeah, so this is gonna be an input field taking only one character, and after taking that one character, it's supposed to jump to the other character. Guys, it's crazy. Yeah, we will need more than just 2 minutes to build that, because we have 2 minutes to actually go off. Yeah, we have 2 minutes to go off to end the live. So I don't know how long it's gonna take us to do that, but I think we would have to shift it into episode 5, unfortunately. Yeah, so let's check this. We have code with Setso, and our email is cws@gmail.com. Let's just have this like this. Don't worry, have it that way. And then password. Then we can create an account from here. Else we will just log in, and then we can enter our login, right? So we have cws@gmail.com. Yeah, with every message that is coming in, please, I'm gonna reply to you, right? And then we have this. We can log in, or we would reset our password since we forgot. And then in resetting the password, we will be asked for our email. So yeah, code with setso@gmail.com like this. After this, I sent the code will be sent, and then it will come here. Now in here, I would be required to enter this 4 digits. 1420. 1420 is what I'm gonna be required to enter. And guys, we have just few minutes, like 2 minutes, to go out of here. So I don't know the kind of magic we are gonna use to build this, but I will tell you that that magic cannot even work. Even if you prompt your AI, it's not gonna do this in 2 minutes or 1 minute. So guys, on that note, we would be pushing this, right? This is a beautiful thing. You see 1 2 3 4 input fields, but to achieve this, we would have to do a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff involved in just achieving this 4. So that would be it, and we are going to push it into another episode, right? Which is basically going to be episode 5. Right, so in episode 5 we are going to finish up with the, let's put this here, we are done with this. Right, so in episode 5 we are going to work on the verification code. Right, this is like the most difficult part right now. When we work with the verification code distance, then we already have this design, so we just copy paste and edit. Thank you, Ima, thank you for the app, the clap. So we'll just copy paste, and then from there we will change our password. After changing the password, then we will go to the beautiful part of the app, which is the home page. Thank you for joining the family. Thank you very much. Thank you, King Imar. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel, everybody, for the rest of the videos. The episode 1, 2, 3 are all in the channel with other episodes, so please do that. When you do that, don't forget to subscribe. Peace. Yeah, so Ruben, thank you very much for the reshare and the likes. Yeah, so guys, in episode 5 we would finish up with our alt screen, and then we are going to jump to the home page and build this beautiful thing. Forget these notifications. We are going to do notifications in playlist 6 or playlist 7. For playlist 5, we are going to be doing connection with Firebase, right? Logging in with Google and stuff like that. But in playlist 6, we will try to implement notifications. Notifications and those things. Alex, thank you for the follow. So every playlist is already structured with something in mind. All right? Yeah. So we are going to start with the home page, and inside of the home page we will build this nav bar. It will be the first thing that we'll work on. After that, we will build the home screen, which is the discover screen. From there we would move on to the other screens. So guys, as you can see, it's been a very good episode, a very beautiful episode, and you did this with me. Handshake. Yeah, big ups. Yeah, love you, man. Yeah, so you did this with me from the start of the time, the count, all the way till now. 2 hours each for every single episode. So it is nice having you on board, my YouTube person. I really appreciate you. I really thank you for I really appreciate you for the subscriptions, the comments, the likes, and everything. Please don't forget to reshare, and also don't forget to subscribe. When you subscribe, it gingers me to do more. It raises my shoulders like this. So please do that. All right, thank you very much. And I'm gonna see you in episode 5. Yeah, I'm gonna see you in episode 5, and it's gonna be more energy and more fun. So I'll see ya in episode 5. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you. Bye bye. Peace.